wife and my granddaughter, Laura. They told me there would be more than 3 dozen spammers here, and it looks like there are. Thank you very much, and I thank you for all the effort. There they are. There's one big difference with this campaign. I'm not the campaign. You're the campaign. And what we're doing is so important, you know, and they keep putting me down at times, so where are you going, how you can do this, you can't win. But you know, how many have been on that stage? There have been 11. How many are there now? How many are Republicans? But the old rule is the one who stands last, the last standing wins. That's what we're doing now. The one thing for sure is the message is going to be heard. It's going to stand because that's what America's all about. Freedom and prosperity, a sensible foreign policy, obey the law, obey the Constitution. But there's a bigger need now than ever before. There's been attempts to revive the traditions of America many, many times over the last several decades. And we haven't done well. I've been trying for 30 years, but conditions are different. They're quite a bit different now. There is an acknowledgement now that big government centralized in Washington, D.C. does not work. And tonight I got to barely mention it, but I believe it's a very, very accurate assessment that there's something very big going on financially. Financially, we're in big trouble. There's something happening to this dollar. There is going to be a revamping, and we have the opportunity to present our case because we have the answers. And the answers are found very simply in our traditions. The founders understood this. They understood about runaway inflation. They made sure in the Constitution, at least, that we were never supposed to print money again. We were supposed to only use gold and silver as legal tender. But look at what's happening. You know, since 1971, the last time we had any linkage of our dollar to gold, you know how many new dollars they've created? 13 trillion. And then they wonder why the value of the dollar is going down. You know, it just doesn't make any sense if they're going to pursue it. This tinkering around that says $150 billion is going to cure this whole thing. Joke. You know, we sent out an economic package today. Matter of fact, it was just a summary of what I've been saying and the bills I've introduced. I mean, it is radical tax reduction. That's what we need. Yes. No income tax. No inheritance tax. No tax on interest earnings or dividends. Let the people have their money. Regulate this economy a lot less. We don't need the federal government involved doing all these things. The fact is, markets work. Markets work. As soon as the government gets involved, they distort the markets, they create the inflationary booms and then the inevitable recession, and that's what we're in the midst of. There have been absolutely accurate predictions made over the last decade or two warning about the bubble. First the NASDAQ bubble, and then the housing bubble. So it should surprise no one about what's going on today, because these are predictable events if you just study sound Austrian free market economics. Tonight I tried to make a point, and I got a chance to make a bit of the point, but it's so necessary. You know, when Tim, but he thinks conventionally. He says, okay, the war used to be the issue. The war's not the issue anymore. Now it's the economy.